I know. It's fun.
Hey, everybody. Welcome. It's another episode of DrawBomb. The theme song, Brandon wasn't playing on my thing. I don't know. OBS
didn't hear it either.
Yeah. But hello, we're here. It's
hopefully you imagined a song playing in your head.
You might not have heard it either, actually. It might have been completely silent for you, and I hope not. But I don't know. Me no know.
Your magma thing is to draw a long square is wrong.
You're gonna peek.
It's wrong.
Curtain,
it's all
folks.
wrong.
It's all wrong. It's wrong. I tell you. In the words of that dude from Two Stupid Dogs, hey hey hey, isn't that cute? But it's wrong. From two Stupid Dogs.
I believe you. I don't remember or know.
Do you remember that show?
Leviathan Den. Hello, welcome. I was familiar with the show. I don't think I ever watched it.
Okay, fair enough. I think that's the show that had a great sort of reboot of Secret Squirrel on it that I thought was actually super cool.
Where did Two Stupid Dogs air? Is that a Cartoon Network?
Yeah.
Joint? Yeah, so we've discussed those many times, but I didn't have Cartoon Network for a big portion of my childhood, so I kind of had to just like acquire bits of culture through like cable at my like family members' houses and stuff like that. And then, you know, certain popular shows, not so much from Cartoon Network. A lot of times Nickelodeon had a pipeline, but a lot of the popular shows would make their way over to the public channels.
Right. But maybe not.
But I missed out on a lot of it.
Two Stupid Dogs. Two Stupid Dogs probably didn't migrate over. I'm just gonna.
It did not. I did not see that one.
It was called Two Stupid Dogs, and
yeah, I got that part.
Yeah. It was about two dogs, and it's not that they were necessarily stupid, it's just that they were dogs.
Tell me about their intelligence.
They were dogs. So like, you know, it seems like they were stupid, but also there was a dog catcher that was trying to catch them, and he would do so in a Bugs Bunny-esque fashion, but the dogs would always somehow outsmart him just by being too stupid.
So they were strays.
They were strays, that's right. And they were just walking around. They'd be like, hey, what's this big building? It's a mall. And then it would give the dogs a chance to like lampoon random shit about the mall. Like, wow, there's doors that open when you step on a mat, and the close when you step off the mat. And a dog would be really confused by that at first.
Okay. So they're just like constantly just like observing the human world and commenting on how strange it is.
Yeah, basically.
That kind of the shtick.
Well, a dog catcher would do Bugs Bunny-esque like cross-dressing to try and lure them into his van.
Is he kissing the dogs?
He never kisses the dogs. He just yells at them. He's like a big, like, imagine a caveman, and that's him.
Okay.
And his catchphrase was, hey, 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 isn't that cute? But it's wrong!
Oh, okay. Gotcha. So he said that often.
He said that at least once an episode.
It's a very specific catchphrase to try to shoehorn into everything.
Yeah, it's usually when the dogs were doing something stupid.
And they, you know, they were, that's the title.
Yeah.
Two stupid dogs.
The other dog's catchphrase was,
things.
This tastes like caca.
That's a funny catchphrase, actually.
Yeah. He would like eat random stuff and he'd be like, this tastes like caca.
And I really missed out on some good shit.
Yeah. But here's the thing. Even better than Two Stupid Dogs was it would do one of those, like, you know how sometimes like Dexter's Lab would also just randomly have like the Justice Friends episodes as part of it. At least I think once an episode of Two Stupid Dogs, they also had like a secret. It was like Two Stupid Dogs was a 2-part show. It was like a 15-minute episode or like 10-minute episode of Two Stupid Dogs, and then a 10-minute episode of like a reboot of Secret Squirrel, where Secret Squirrel was actually cool.
Is Secret Squirrel a Hanna-Barbera
yes,
thing?
I believe so.
So was Two Stupid Dogs also?
Probably. But this is like a fresh 90s show though. So like this
right.
like
I understand that.
Yeah.
I just didn't know if that was part of why they had it.
Perhaps.
But that's interesting. I like when shows kind of do that thing. It was a popular, I'm sure there's examples of it like from every generation, but it's popular in the 90s to kind of have those shows that would like, this episode you're going to get like just like a powdered toast man thing, or you're going to like,
right.
You're going to get, like a lot of shows did that. I'm trying to think more examples.
I'm going to try.
You would just get like a spin-off episode.
Yeah, maybe we should watch one of these like Two Stupid Dogs episodes tomorrow for DrawBomb After Dark, and like you could see the Secret Squirrel because it's cool. I just remember it being cool, and I'm like partially curious if the Morocco mole is, I guess I don't know. He's just doing a weird voice, I guess, so it's not like offensive. But
are you worried if it was racist?
A little bit, but I mean, I think he's just doing a voice that's not even like a particular accent. He's like, "I'm Morocco mole."
Maybe they have a Moroccan do the voice. That would make
doubtful,
it less.
Unfortunately, just because of it was the 90s. Things just weren't that international back then. Not yet. But anyways, Secret Squirrel was like, "Hey there, I'm Secret Squirrel. I'm just gonna use this gadget." And then Morocco Mole like, "Secret Squirrel, why are you doing this? You can't climb the wall without your grappling hook." And then he'd be like, "I'm Secret Squirrel and I have a grappling hook in my head," or some shit.
Is the Moroccan Mole his sidekick?
Yeah.
Okay.
His name is
kind of like a Johnny
Mole.
Quest, but they're rodents.
He's got a little fez on his head. So it's probably not the most culturally sensitive, just in his name is Morocco Mole. It doesn't necessarily mean he's from Morocco. It could just be his first name. I knew a dude whose name was Israel. Doesn't mean he was from Israel. I think he was born in Philadelphia, so
gotcha.
It's a thing. I don't know.
Yeah, but typically in cartoons, if they put your country of origin before your name, it's a red flag.
That's very true. And Johnny Quest, he did go on quests, so I mean,
yeah.
And I'm like, let's face it, I'm not going to be the best judge of if something is culturally sensitive or not.
Yeah, no, we're not here to make that judgment. We're just saying that that was a common trend to do it wrong.
Leviathan Den asks if you remember Sheep in the Big City.
No. Do you know that?
I do remember that show. That was also on Cartoon Network, so probably like at some point when you were...
I'm thinking of Shaun the Sheep. That's not right.
Shaun the Sheep is great, but it's not. So Sheep in the Big City... fucking A. Here's the thing about the show. I remember seeing YouTube videos back then, and like 10 years ago when I was in college, about how Sheep in the Big City was a show that was like vaulted by Cartoon Network for no particular reason other than like they canceled it after 13 episodes because like nobody watched it and like you just can't find it anywhere. But from the best of my memory, Sheep in the Big City was this sheep, I think, gets $1 million somehow, and he moves out of the farmer's farm and into the big city. And then while the sheep is like living a life of luxury, and the sheep never says a word, by the way, he just like stares at like a 3/4 pose and stares at the camera.
That's
and goes,
even better.
He's just there in the city, like living a life of luxury, and then the farmer is there chasing him.
He's just a sheep.
He's just a sheep. There's no...
He's just doing sheep shit.
Just doing sheep. Here, I'll show you a picture. I'm sure if I Google it, sheep in the
That's
big
funnier
city.
that they're not like, that it's just like a regular ass sheep.
Oh yeah, there's a general chasing him. I completely got the concept of the show wrong. I don't know anything about what the show's... I don't remember. But I remember watching it. Hold on, I don't want to like overwrite my Two Stupid Dogs dog. I should mention the Two Stupid Dogs from Two Stupid Dogs did talk, but that was otherwise the only non-dog like thing they did. They otherwise like they walked on 4 legs. They licked themselves.
Oh yeah, okay. So I've seen this character.
Yeah,
you know, I've seen
it's a good character design.
Images from this. It is. I like the choices they've made for sure.
Yeah. I think the farmer isn't chasing him. I think the farmer is actually just sad that his buddy is gone.
He just wants to, he didn't take the breakup well. He just wants to see what he's doing.
Exactly. And I think the general is somehow like wants to know, he thinks the sheep is special or something like that and wants him. I don't know. It's like maybe a Team Rocket situation.
Gotcha.
Anyways, I remember that show. It existed.
I wish I would have watched it.
I wish we could all watch it, but perhaps there's a way. I don't know.
I think there probably is a way. I have ways.
Yeah, we could try and watch some.
We could try and check it out tomorrow.
Some
if you want to.
Yeah, we could. That'd be an interesting process. Not process necessarily, but that'd just be an interesting activity for us to do for a DBAD. I'm drawing the two.
Maybe we'll look into that tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm drawing the Two Stupid Dogs from memory, by the way.
Oh yeah, okay. I recognize the sheepdog. That's fun. Let me, even though it's from memory, I'm like it's.
I've somehow managed to draw close enough to conjure.
It's making me like remember seeing images of this.
Okay, interesting.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. I remember this. I've actually seen like an episode or two.
Hey,
but pretty much. And I remember the secret squirrel from it. That looks very familiar.
Cool.
Yeah,
I love that. I was actually.
I didn't watch much, but I have seen some. Little snippets here and there.
Yeah, I was a big fan of the secret
good art style for that show too.
Yeah, absolutely.
The 90s had a really good style that I'm sure was like conducive to animation too. Like
absolutely.
Oh, there's a cat in the background.
Oh, hello, friend. Is that Teddy?
No, this is Farah.
Farah.
Put a table over here so she could look out the windows.
Okay. She's
so
also
we have 3 cats. We have Theo. He's the big orange one. We have Ted, who's like the tabby, and then we have Farah, which is this little fuzzball. She's like long hair.
Ted is more sleek, not so fluffy.
Yeah, Ted's like a short hair, just a regular. Her colors are cool, but she's just like a tabby.
Yeah.
But we named. Hey, stop eating plant. It's like one like little tiny plant in the whole room, and she's like biting on it.
That's hilarious.
Anyways, we named the other 2, and then this one had the name Farah. Usually, like the names that they give them at like the rescues or whatever, I don't really like, but it just felt right for her, so we kept it.
I think it's a good name. I think Farah's. I also just like naming animals, just people names.
Yeah. Oh, I love that too. I mean, that's all of our pets.
Yeah, true.
But yeah.
Two stupid dogs. Two stupid dogs. That was the theme song. It was just people yelling the name of the show.
So she was looking outside. Speaking of outside,
whoa.
I today was spending some time.
Look at that.
Trying to befriend the local crow population. There's a few crows in the neighborhood who are occasionally hanging out, and they're really smart, and you can
make friends with them.
Yeah, there's been stories of like crows like bringing. I don't necessarily want this. I mean, that'd be cool, but it's not like goal. But like they'll bring you gifts, and they're really, really smart. They can use like tools. They remember your face, things like that. So I was out there trying to
good graces,
I'm trying to get in their good graces. I want them to protect me if they ever see me like getting beat up in the parking lot. I want them to fly down and pluck out an eyeball.
Excellent.
And I think I can cultivate that.
That'd be sick. Because they can go anywhere.
But
they'll be with you for life.
They can, because they're birds. Laws don't apply to the birds.
I read about a story about this family that they took care of crows and befriended crows, and they had this 10-year-old daughter, and she was like walking along a bridge one day and dropped her camera lens off the bridge, and she was like looking for it and like a little distraught about it, and then she eventually like went home. And when she got home, the camera lens was on her doorstep because the crows.
I heard that story. That's amazing.
That's like the coolest shit ever.
Cool. That's so cool. It's awesome.
It's fucking sick as hell. Also, but like, okay, I just had a thought. Okay, and this is the inner cynic in me. Okay, how do we know?
What if she lost it there?
How do we know it was the crows? We have no proof it was the crows. If it's pure conjecture, unless somebody saw the crows swoop down and drop off.
Who else could have the
I don't know ability? That's very true.
To go down and then bring it home in that amount of time.
This is true. I'm not trying to shit on a like thing. I also want the crows to have done it too. I'm just for the sake. Like, this is the way we have to think about things, I think, when we read something and we're like, that's such a cool story, is we do have to consider. But anyways,
well,
still sick as
Ian,
hell.
I don't think
so
you're
cool.
going to be friends with the crows because you just don't have the right.
I've tried.
You have to believe.
When I see crows, I'm straight up like I try and help them out. I had a scary encounter with a bird yesterday, and I hope it. First of all, there's a road I've ridden my bike down. I'm starting to get the heebie-jeebies from it because there is some like Final Destination shit going on this road for me when I'm biking on it. The one day I was biking down it. And a car was driving next to me, and as it was driving next to me, I heard a metallic like sort of sound, and I was like, what the fuck? I stopped my bike.
A chunk of metal almost sliced your head off.
I look over, there is a fucking saw blade that was in the middle of the road that this car ran over, and I'm just like, what if it fucking rocketed out?
That is absolutely a Final Destination thing. Did you cheat death recently by any chance?
I don't know. Maybe I did on that ride home. So I took that saw blade. I tossed it in the field next, like where like there was grass where I was like, okay, like I made it obvious where it was so that it was visible, but I put it in the field off of the road so that this shit wouldn't happen. And
maybe this is the part of the Final Destination, the setup, where now that you put it in the field, like a combine's going to come by and
that's my worry. I tried to make sure it was very visible.
It's going to like launch into somebody's face.
So then
this is the smoking gun portion, the Chekhov's gun portion, where it's like, okay, we saw him throw the saw, that's got to come back.
I've had so many nightmares. Okay, like I don't even want to get into it. So here's the next thing that happened is I want to say this was 3 days ago. I'm biking home and I'm going along this very same stretch of road. It's not even a long stretch of road. It's like this. It's like a driveway's length, maybe a long driveway, a very, very long drive. It's okay. It's like a half a mile of road, but like it's very, very small. But I was driving along it and essentially in the same area where the saw blade thing happened. And I am riding, and in my vision, as I'm about to like cross, it's like basically run it over, is this tiny cute little baby bird. Oh my god. So I stopped my bike in a panic and I'm like, ah, and I'm like, but like I'm trying to also not run over this baby bird and also not trying to like fall over and make the situation worse by like making it better. And so this bird all of a sudden jumps into my front wheel and I'm like, ah, and then it lands on the other side. It jumped through the spokes.
Was your bike moving?
Yes, I was in motion.
Oh, you almost sawed its head off.
I almost fucking like scrunched this bird up in my wheel like a person in like a like landing gear like of a jet or some shit like that. You know,
you almost did like a saw contraption to this little bird.
Thankfully, it was on the and then like so the bird ends up on the other side of my bike, and I'm like, okay, and I checked it like
and I threw the bird into the field.
I make sure it's like okay, and then like the bird's now standing in the middle of the road, and I'm like, what if a fucking car comes? So I look both ways, and then I just like do this towards the bird, in the hopes that I can spook it off into the other yard, and that's what happens. It flies off into a tree on the other yard.
So it is able to fly?
It was able to fly, apparently. It was like the size of a Tamagotchi, this bird.
Wow. Well, if it's able to fly, then it's like slightly old
enough.
Old
enough to
I mean,
the
sometimes
nest.
when they're real little, they can only like double jump. But if it can
That's true.
It can fly, that's a good sign.
It was like a short distance, but it was enough to like get them off into the other tree. But yeah, this has been happening.
Well, good job saving the birdie.
And not dying from a saw blade, apparently.
I mean, yeah, it wouldn't be the first time somebody's been killed by a saw in your area.
Oh, Jesus Christ. That's absolutely true. Woo.
Well, you know, you're out there. I'm glad you're out there on your bike, you know, making the world a safer place for the birds and the people as well.
Thank you. You said this conversation started by you saying the word outside, and I don't remember.
It's a scary place out there.
It's scary.
I don't recommend it.
Ian is that dog from that Looney Tunes cartoon where the coyote is trying to steal sheep.
Yeah, you know that one?
I'm drawing a blank in all honesty.
So the coyote looks just like Wile E. Coyote, except I think he has like a red nose, but it's like this, and he's constantly trying to steal sheep, and there's this sheepdog that just like beats the shit out of him. It's basically the Wile E. Coyote cartoons, except
this one.
The framing's different. And then they're always funny because at the end they always like punch out at a clock and they're like buddies. They're like, all right, see you tomorrow, Bill. And they like head home after they've just been like walloping each other the whole episode.
That's really funny.
It's a good one.
But yeah, it's inaccurate. Gosh, Brandon, do you have any topics you want to discuss today? Did you?
Well, crows was one of them, but I do have one more crow thing to say.
That's right, the crows thing.
On that topic.
That's what I was trying to get back essentially to the original topic before I went on my tangent and the crows.
I don't have a lot more to say. I was just kind of like out there and like they're very cautious because they're so smart. So like the second I'd go outside, either the one that would see me would like yell to all the others and they would all take off. But I was throwing like trail mix out there, which they really liked, and I would wait till I saw them like up in the trees watching me, and then I would throw it. So like, I want credit for this.
That's very funny.
So we'll see. I'll keep you guys posted on my progress befriending the crows. I was watching a TikTok recently where a guy, he has chickens, and his chickens keep getting killed by like hawks.
Yeah.
And so he's like, he has like the normal like fencing and stuff that you can do, but he's like, I have this theory. I don't know if it will work, but he started putting seed and food that crows would like, but he put it like up on the posts high up where other things couldn't reach it, on the corners of his chicken coop. And he's like, I'm going to test this. And it got to the point where a hawk came by and like 5 crows were like swarming the hawk and scaring it away. And he's like, it worked. He's like,
that's awesome.
I control nature.
Very funny.
But pretty cool. Cool stuff.
Cool stuff.
Lotus Clock says, oh yeah, you already read the thing about Looney Tunes, but also overslept. Hope you guys are doing okay. Doing great, Lotus Clock. Thanks for joining.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for waking up, I guess, especially for us.
Leviathan Den says Ralph and Sam is the name of the wolf and the dog from, or the coyote and the dog from Looney Tunes.
He says Ralph and Sam. Come on now. Leviathan knows his shit. Hell yeah! Thanks for the props, Lotus Clock. That's right. That's right. Brandon, I've been playing a game.
I've been seeing that. I'd love to hear you talk about it.
Red Faction Guerrilla. I've played it a few times, but I've only ever gotten out of like the first area and then kind of like fell off.
I remember playing it when it was newish and thinking it was really cool. I liked how destructive everything was. Yeah. But I also never made it past like the beginning section.
Oh, sick. Okay, so we're like literally have the same experience essentially.
Yeah.
So I've been enjoying
okay with you spoiling anything. I don't mind.
I'm not very far yet. I've just been doing a lot of it, blowing up buildings and stuff like that. Like the game wants you to do. And I was like, at first, I was like, sure, the point of this game is that you're a terrorist, which is kind of like wild in a way, but you are a sort of terrorist. It makes me want to
the context is important there, right?
Absolutely. Like the context is important, and you are fighting against a fascist, tyrannical government that exploits the people who make it onto the colony of Mars. Which seems very much like what I feel like Elon Musk played the game and was just like, yeah, the EDF are cool.
He thought they were the protagonists.
He thought they were the good guys. I was like, my character's not a terrorist. He's a freedom fighter. And then at one point, I just accidentally blew up like a critical bridge that citizens needed to cross in order to get around. And then I was like,
did some terrorist shit.
Maybe that is a bit of terrorism right there. And like, I am blowing up fuel tanks and stuff in the game, and like generators and like wind turbines, which I'm sure are generating electricity for this colony. So like, right. Sure, it's in the name.
People can't exactly just leave Mars.
Yeah, it's in the name of liberation, I guess. But I am sort of destroying critical infrastructure. There are other targets that are like, this is the housing for the corporate executives of this company, and I'm like, yeah, that's good. Yeah. That's hitting that's the right target. But then it's just like, here are wind turbines. You hit 3 of 12, and I'm like,
blow up the food source. And you're like, I don't know if I should.
I feel like when I blow up the wind turbines, I'm making it less viable for life at all on Mars.
Yeah.
So, but I am enjoying the game. It's fun.
Cool.
Yeah. It's a good game.
Were you playing a different game that you...
Sorry, say again?
That was older that you wanted to finish up? Or no?
I did.
What was the last game you played?
I finished up Rage. I beat Rage.
Okay, that was the one. Yes, I remember you saying you beat it. Okay.
Fully completed it.
I was just trying to remember what that was.
Yeah.
We talked about it a little bit. Yeah,
we did talk about it a little bit. It was aggressively mid, I think, was the phrase that really comes to mind when I play that game, is just aggressively mid. But I did
think that's a good review.
And like, I tell you what, I beat it, and wow, the final level I did not realize I was beating it when I did.
That's always crazy. It hasn't happened. Most games know how to kind of like make the end feel like bigger, but I have played the occasional game where it's just like credits roll and you're like, oh, okay.
Oh,
guess we're done.
Yep. Here's the thing. I was playing the game with the sound off because it was my like have YouTube videos on the other screen type game. But still, the final level, I was fighting all like little mutant dudes, like the cannon fodder-esque characters that are in like every level of the game, and they all go and I was like, okay, so I'm fighting these guys. Thank you. And then like I beat the level, and it's like, congratulations, you won. And then it was credits, and then I was sent back to the main menu, and I'm like, what? There's no final boss. There's like no. I don't think there was a final boss. If there was, it was not memorable enough for me to have remembered it. I basically just remember fighting little mutant dudes, and then the level basically being, and the occasional, like, for the last 3 missions of the game, you start fighting the Authority, which are like the fascist government of Mars in Rage. That was like the final 3 missions, and then all of a sudden you're done, and it's like, okay.
Huh.
Very weird.
Games have gotten a lot more cinematic, and like I think understand like what they realize what they can be. I think it was a lot more common back when we were like kids that games like you'd beat one and it'd be like, thanks for playing, and that'd be the game. That'd be the ending. And you'd be like, oh, okay. But I mean, even like pre like Marvel after credit scenes, I vividly remember me and my brother, like every time we beat a game, we'd sit through like this long like 10-minute scroll of credits, just hoping they would like do something. And then some games would sequence. And then some would just be like, thank you, don't do drugs, and you're like, oh, okay, I guess we're done.
I guess there's no like emotional like resolution or catharsis to that ending. Yeah, I feel you, man. It felt like the game ran out of money. Just cold stop. Like it just felt like the game was like,
definitely
we have no more money, so this is the last mission. Sorry. And then it feels like.
Wish so. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Well, it just feels like they had that game then did not do well because the next game they made, I think, was they got bought by Bethesda and then they made Doom, a good Doom. But you know. And then that's when they made Rage 2, was after Doom was good and everyone liked Bethesda again for making some good first person shooters.
What was I gonna say?
Damn.
Shit, I had it.
What were you gonna say?
I know.
Brandon, what were you going to say?
I know, right?
Oh my god, I drew all on the wrong layer.
Just copy and paste. Yeah.
There we go.
Shit. I can dig this out of my brain. Let me think for a second.
You got this. You got this.
I don't know.
Sorry.
Gone for now. It might come. No, it's not your fault. It's my fault.
That's okay. We'll get it back. Gosh, so much has happened in the past week. It's crazy. Did you know that scientists have developed a fabric and made a jacket that can pull nearly a liter of water from the air in a day?
Wow, that seems very, very useful.
Yep. A team of engineers created a jacket that can harvest drinking water directly from the air, which can be used by campers, soldiers, agricultural workers, emergency responders, and those who live in arid environments. Data centers pull the water right out of the air. Anyways, that's a little bit of news I found. I was like, oh, cool. Sick.
That is cool. Super cool.
Means that
more of that kind of science.
Yes, please. You're just walking around, your clothes are getting wet.
That's a thing in. Granted, I think it's like a purifier that like allows you to drink your own sweat. But that's the thing in Dune, is your suits will collect water for you.
That's right. And piss.
Probably. I mean, you're straight up like sucking blood out of people and purifying it to drink. So I mean, piss seems less gross than that.
Very true.
So there you go. Drinking the fluids, the really, the precious fluids.
This
dog's walking
fluids.
Himself.
Well, he's a rebel.
He takes charge of his own life.
He walks his own path.
Did you look at the two stupid dogs to see how close you got?
No, not yet.
Okay, well, I won't spoil it for you.
Is it close?
Not that close.
Oh.
But it was enough that it
jogged your memory.
It dug it out of my brain. You got some aspects right, like the fact that the bigger dog's eyes are covered and stuff like that.
Yeah, my soundboard was delayed.
Did you press? I didn't hear it.
Oh no. Something's going on with my sound.
Sounds all wacky.
Whoa. My soundboard's not working. Let me see here. Oh no. What's going on? Well, this will be stuff to figure out later, I guess.
Sure. I do at some point, while Lotus Clock is here, I do want to go over us drawing the children's drawings last week and
yes,
all that, because my niece and nephew, I showed them what we did. They loved it. They went into detail about what the original drawings were supposed to be and told us who did the best or who got the closest. And I want to go over all that after we complete this.
Sick. I can't wait.
Yeah. Pretty fun. But yeah.
When did you want to do that?
Let's
did you
see
want to
what
do that after we finish this drawing right here, or
Sure. Whether or not we do another one, we don't necessarily have to. It's up to you whether you want to like do another one this week or do a different game.
I'm kind of.
But regardless, yeah, we maybe a little extra time. Something I wanted to talk about. I've been playing a game. I just kind of dipped my toe in yesterday and today. But do you remember that, like, if Leviathan Den's still here? I know he played the crap out of it. But do you remember that game that was popular like maybe like 5 or 6 months ago where you like run like a card shop?
Yeah, trading card simulator, shop simulator, or something
or
like
whatever,
that.
whatever it's called. I started playing it. And like any management sim, it's addicting. You just want to like keep building up and everything like that. But it's pretty fun. I do think it's funny that you can tell it's like feels like it's made for people who are fans of trading cards, as that makes sense. Like I think they have like mechanic where you can actually like play the game and like within it, like the card game.
Wow.
And all that stuff. But it's funny because there's also mechanics like pretty often somebody will walk into your shop who's like really stinky. They just have like a green cloud and it pisses off all the people in the I'm like, this feels insulting to the community.
Yeah.
There's just like half the people are stinky and you have to like run up with like air freshener and spray them. And then they do this like animation where they're like waving it away. It's pretty dramatic. It makes me laugh. But it feels really weird, that part of it.
That's very funny. I feel like, so I saw a Game Grumps Let's Play of them playing Water Park Simulator.
Yeah.
And in that one, you have customers who are stinky and you have to wash them with a mop, essentially. So like, I feel like the sort of simulator slop games love to have stinky employees in a way.
I guess so. I mean, you think back to like Roller Coaster Tycoon, there's people like vomiting in like, I think shitting all over, if I remember correctly.
Very true.
At least vomiting. I all these games need to be multiplayer because like Schedule 1's been really fun. I need more of that kind of stuff where it's just like, here, run a shop together, something like that. I wonder if that one has multiplayer.
If it does.
I don't think so. But it'd be fun.
It would be fun. Every game needs to have co-op.
Yeah. Let's see if there's any way to do it. Go on that tangent right now, but I'm curious.
Let me see here. Oh, dude, I got a phone call from an AI earlier today.
Oh.
At work.
That's a frustrating experience.
It was at work.
Okay.
I got a call. Well, first of all, I didn't even do the full call, but Cindy, my manager, walks up to me. She says, "Hey, there's a call from an AI," and I'm like, "What?" And she says, "Yeah, I talked to this voice, and like it was just being real weird and having a delay on questions." And eventually I just asked like who I was talking to after it was kept asking me about information. And it said, "I am an AI system from Google for a caller asking about blah, blah, blah." And then she decided to transfer the call to me. I pick up the call and I talk to this agent for a little bit, asked me a question. I go and like look for information in it. I figure I have plenty of time since it's an AI. So I just like I'm trying to find something, I can't find it, and it eventually hangs up. But in the time that I talked to the AI, it like, you know, it sounded like a person enough that like you could be confused a little bit, although it definitely had a delay on its responses, and it talks in an unnaturally calm sort of like way. But what was really strange to me was that it had simulated office noise behind it. Like, it made it sound like it was a person in a populated room while things were going on. And I'm like, why are we doing that? Like, this is...
And they add, like, ums and ahs and breathing noises and weird, like, shit. It makes the whole thing feel, like, grosser. Because now I feel like I'm being tricked instead of just using this tool.
Okay. There's a lot of complaints. I read somewhere that only 17% of people actually think, or 16% of people actually think AI is going to have a positive impact on society, which is an accurate, I think, sort of assumption for people to make. But what's just really confusing to me is it's like, yeah, okay, so you want to sell us on this product on AI, then why is every single AI product trying to convince me it's not AI and it's something else? Like, if this were a true product that had any actual proper value, why is any actual value that seems to be able to be extracted from it in the form of tricking me? Like that.
Yeah, just let it stand on business. Let it prove itself. If it's that good, don't try to fool me.
Instead of using some sort of stochastic plagiarism machine to make me believe that I'm talking to a human being, why not use it and be upfront about telling me that you're the stochastic plagiarism machine, you know? Like, it's just ridiculous.
I recently had a call with FedEx where I had to like fix something. Something was getting shipped to the wrong address. There was like a weird glitch, and I was trying to fix it in a timely manner before the thing got shipped to the wrong spot. And I was trying to find customer service and I couldn't find it, and eventually it put me through to this call, and it was an AI, and it was like, it was doing that like like mouth noises and like thinking and like ahs and ums and like office noise and this weird shit to try to like fool me. But it was like, I'm like, this, I can tell this thing's not that it's not a person. It's just weird. It's like,
I hate it.
Uncanny valley kind of shit. And the worst part is like the whole thing. It's like, all right, yep, that problem solved for you. No need to worry, all solved. And then the thing got shipped to the wrong place.
Of course.
It's like now there's no human who can be accountable. They just get to be like, oh, sorry, just system.
Sorry.
And it's like, and it does that thing where it's like such a people pleaser that it's just gonna straight up like be like, problem solved. Thank you for calling, and then it just doesn't do anything.
Here's my other biggest gripe about AI is, okay, so it has hallucinations because it got information wrong. And I feel like it gets all of it constantly gets information wrong because it has to present everything it has to say as definitive and conclusive. And the AI apparently can never just say, I don't know. Because
that's all I want from it. Just be like, sorry, this language model is not equipped to handle that question.
Yeah. It's like,
here are some resources that may be able to help you actually get to the bottom of this, but I can't do it. Sorry. And I would love that. That'd be great. That makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely. But instead, it has to lie to me because it has to be presented as a good machine that doesn't fuck up. And in order to do that, it has been trained to lie to me. And that's what the fuck?
So dumb. It's crazy. It's crazy. And it's frustrating too. It makes me hate it. You know, it's a little obtuse, I think, to just be like, it's completely worthless. Like, I know that's not true. I know there's a lot of uses that could exist for it.
Yeah.
But they're just, it's like, it feels insecure about itself. Like, like you said, they keep trying to trick you instead of just like being confident about their product. And like, that's just like red flag right out the gate.
Yeah. Every single,
it makes it feel shitty.
I love the AI that's like, hey, we'll organize your calendar, or we'll like figure out maybe your budget for the month and like do an analysis. Like, sure, that sounds great. But then they're like, hey, this AI will trick people into thinking it's talking to a human. And it's just like, what the fuck? Why? That's the opposite of what the AI should do. It should, like, if I'm trying to gather information, then I should know if I'm talking to a robot or a human. And all your technological advancements in AI are to convince me that I'm talking to a human. So, like, why is this the lie machine? Like, you're creating the lie machine. Why?
I feel like they're hoping they can sneak it in to everything and like trick people. And by the time people realize, it'll be too like it already is, but like that
is, yeah.
people won't be able to like do anything about it, and then they'll be honest, I think, at that point, when they're like, okay, it's here to stay.
No, I don't think they're going to be honest about it, and I think what they're instead going to do is they're going to try and ingrain it in all of society, and then I think they're going to subtly influence the inputs or the outputs, so that it sort of leans in certain directions. Like maybe an advertiser pays like an AI agency to maybe just have some favorable conclusions about this product that maybe would otherwise be drawing a lot of heat for this, that, and the other. And so
probably true.
And then the AI, and then when people are dependent on the AI for all of their analysis, because it's killed all of the other sites that it generally gains its so basically, like, there's constant reports of AI just basically scraping these websites, presenting the information, and then killing all traffic to the original website. So imagine doing that, and then you already scrape them for the information, and then it becomes more valuable to control the information. So all of that's a danger.
That's true.
And on that front, I have a conspiracy theory about YouTube. And
let's hear it.
I have no evidence for this other than like timelines of events are kind of weird when you think about it. And just certain factors just kind of line up in weird ways. Not like, and not in like any tinfoil hat. This is just honestly me thinking like, yeah, Google would be fucked up enough to do this. But Google went on like that huge demonetization push like at the beginning of 2024. And I think that was so that they could curate what sort of content gets fed into their AI models that they use and feed off of YouTube. Because just imagine you limit what sort of language people are allowed to use through the demonetization. You limit what subjects they can talk about or what sort of things they can show, like guns, things like, which did happen at some point. They did eventually clamp down harder and demonetize any content about guns. And then you also, into that, at the beginning of 2024 is when all this like really started to happen. At the beginning of like 2023 is when Midjourney was officially released. And it's just like, how long does it take to create an image/video generation model when the math is already largely figured out? And a year and a half later after Midjourney comes out or something like that is when they announced the Google video generation thing. I don't know. And you curate what people can talk about, you curate what words people can say, because you don't want the outputs to be like generating weird content for people. And violence was also demonetized. Like video game violence was demonetized on YouTube, and that sort of content, if it were to become part of the training data, and YouTube has been very open about feeding YouTube videos into its training data. So I don't know.
Yeah, doesn't seem that far of a stretch, honestly.
I feel like, and also if you demonetize videos, you can also mark them as not good for harvesting training data. So you not only do you push people to create data that's helpful for training data, but then you also have a system that tracks and knows what data should be good for training. So
I don't like it.
Just a wild that's some ultimate tinfoil hat shit, because I literally have no evidence other than vibes. That's it. I just have vibes on that one.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah. AI. Big
we love it.
We
love it here.
Sure are.
Hey, you're an artist. What kind of AI do you use?
Ugh. What a bummer of a story.
Can't believe it. Thought I was being punked.
What a bummer of a story that is.
Seriously.
So I think we'll do another drawing of your niece's drawings.
Okay.
Up next.
I'll send you some right now while you're finishing coloring.
Sick. Send me one.
Should we all do the same one, or should we do different ones again?
Let's do the same one this time. Let's just try it.
I would kind of like to see multiple takes on the same one.
Yeah.
And plus that makes the content go further. Granted, as soon as I told her that we were doing this, she gave me like 25 new drawings just because she was excited. So we have a lot to work off of.
I'm excited.
And they're great. Let's see, what would be a good one? How about this one? I know you wrote this a while ago, but Leviathan says, I love Game Grumps. Saw them live, watched them since the beginning. That's awesome. Cool. I bet you they put on a pretty fun live show.
I'm sure they do, yeah.
I mean, their whole thing is yapping. They seem like they it wouldn't be hard to do.
And I mean,
on a stage.
They've done music as well, so they could probably do some interludes. So,
like they're performers.
Yeah.
In multiple ways.
Absolutely.
I like those guys.
Yeah. I'm just now remembering that this one dog's snoot is just like this.
Yep, that is closer. So yeah, going back to it, once the crows like me, I expect them to, the final challenge, once I've fully achieved my goal, they will grab me and take me away and lift me off to go live in the crow kingdom, I suspect.
That's right, you'll be the crow prince.
It'll be the final step. I'll be like, I need to go. They need me.
My people need me. All right, this drawing is done, I'd say.
Yeah? Cool. Well, let's... First, I want you to take a look at what these dogs look like. And then we will finish it up. I'll save it and we'll take a break.
Great. Man, these are great character designs.
They really are. I love the size difference.
Yeah, me too. Here's a good example.
Dogs really are kind of like Pokemon. They're just like, there's a million different kinds of them, even though they're all kind of the same thing.
Truly. That's what they look like.
You got the energy right, but, they don't exactly look like those dogs.
Yeah.
They're both great character designs.
Yeah, I really like that. It's just a good design.
I like how big the one is, and the other one's like very like pointy and like narrow.
Yeah, they're very Kiki and Boo Boo. You know what I mean?
I don't, but I like the names. The names carry that same weight, even though I don't know what you're referencing.
So there was a scientific experiment where scientists showed people two different shapes. Here, I'm gonna delete this for a second. I'm gonna show you. But they asked people to, they had like a whole bunch of different names on cards, and they wanted people to address the name to which object they felt like needed it, like deserved that name the most. And there was a shape like this, and there's a shape like this.
Okay.
And by a large margin, American English speakers at least gave this one the name Kiki.
I was just gonna say, if it's between Kiki and Boo Boo, I already knew who was who.
This one got Boba.
Oh, Boba.
Yeah, same thing though. And the idea was that this is a sharp. Agree. Yeah. So for the two stupid dogs, their shapes are also very Kiki and Boba.
I don't know the exact ones, so I'll butcher it a little bit, or I'll just to give you the general idea. But there's been like a trend that I've seen on like some social media sites where people are like describing things in kind of obtuse descriptions, like, just so you know, like math is red, English is blue, science is green, Like they described like
That's
different
interesting.
things
I would give math
like,
blue.
You give math blue?
Yeah. Science is green.
Science is definitely green.
Science is for sure green. Potentially orange.
Huh.
Science is green
Math
and
could
orange.
be blue. English could be red, but they also could flip.
English is yellow.
English might be yellow.
I'm sorry. History is yellow.
Yeah.
English is also blue. Math and English are both kind of blue.
I think math is red. I'm just gonna be honest with you.
Math is red. I think gym is red.
Jim doesn't get a book. Not that it has to be a book, but I think that's kind of where this stems from, is people are picturing the books.
Okay,
at least that's where my brain goes.
Oh, I was just picturing the colors that felt.
That's
like
funny that's where our minds go, because I don't think it inherently said the books in the post. That's where my brain went. Is picturing the books like in my desk.
Interesting. Math is red. I could see math being red. I think here's the thing. I think math is red for people who are a bit more afraid of math.
That's probably it. I'm scared of it. So it's red for me.
People, especially artists, like I think math is blue because I think math is very studious and very concentrated, and blue feels that way.
So now you want to pick blue.
That's very funny. See, but here's the thing. When I was hearing about the red versus blue button thing, I was also considering the fact that color theory does come into it. Like, would your opinion be different if the blue and the red buttons had switched functions?
I'm sure it would. I mean, there's a huge psychological attachment to colors. I mean,
yeah, absolutely.
It's fascinating, but also like anytime like we discover something, we use it for evil. But it's interesting how much it's been used for like subliminal like advertising and things like that. Colors,
very true.
Like even like the colors in like restaurants and things like that are all very thought out. There's certain colors that make you hungrier. There's certain colors that make you go faster or make you move slower. Like all these things.
Yeah.
And all these different things will implement it to make you feel certain ways.
I've got a crazy question for you. Do you think?
Go ahead and ask it.
Do you think our perception of colors would be different if the sky was a different color than blue?
Probably. I have to imagine associations drive up most of that kind of thing.
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, the main blue things we know of are like these giant expansive things like
oceans,
the ocean, the sky.
And I mean, honestly, it's not even that the ocean is blue. The ocean is clear. It's just reflecting the sky.
It's reflected, but it feels blue because of that, right?
Exactly. Yeah, it feels blue. We associate blue with water anyway, because I've also seen some blue ass fucking water in like Italy and shit like that. So I'm not sure what the hell's going on over there. We were like, oh, it's so clear and blue. And it was like, that's like teal. That's a weird color for water to be.
I mean, the atmosphere's blue because of like oxygen stuff. So who knows? Maybe the water has a similar kind of property. I don't know. Maybe. That's a question for the green science people.
That's right. Yes.
On that note, we should take a little break.
Yes, we'll see y'all in a few moments. Bye. Oh, Business Father, you're catching us right before we're about to go on break, and you missed a fascinating
enjoy some ads, Business Father.
So
Thanks for joining us.
We'll be back in about 5 minutes, and then we're going to do a fun thing about your niece's drawings. Okay. Boop.
Hello. Welcome. I'm back.
I had to go to the bathroom. I just had to make that extra stop.
It's an important thing to do.
Hey, what stinks in here?
All right, I was here. What stinks in here? Hell yeah, we're back.
How did DrawBomb Sports Corner go?
First off, I didn't get to that point. You showed up about 5 seconds after we returned.
All right.
But I don't know if Lotus Clock is still here, but I would like to first off go over last week's real quick and just kind of break it down a little bit.
That was so fun.
Do you have here, let me get the other image real fast. All right. First off,
oh.
First off, oh gosh, it's so big. That's what she said. First off, we have this drawing here. Let me drop it in. So this one, just to describe her description of it, we were correct. Well, should we put up our drawings of it too?
Yeah,
not
we should
to
put
like
up our
spend all this time like
yeah.
pasting all the stuff. Well, I'll track down one if you want to track down the other.
Let's see.
I'll grab Lotus's.
Did you you posted them in the
There's a folder in the pocket called Kid Drawings.
Okay.
And then I think I posted them in the Discord.
Oh, sick. Okay,
well.
Cool. So there's ours. That's on the layer title color.
Yeah. Let me. I got this one here. I'm just resizing.
Actually, here I'm going to. Oh.
Cool. Well, just to show off the first one. Okay. So her description of it. She said it was meant to. We did get it correct that it was brains. Because we were like worried that we were gonna freak her out. Like ours was gross and she meant to do something else. She says no, that was supposed to be brains. I asked her before she saw our drawings just so she wouldn't. She's a little kid. I could see her thinking we did something cool and then being like, "Yeah, that's what I meant." So I didn't want her to be influenced.
Okay.
And so she told me that's exposed brain, and then she said it was supposed to be kind of like a Dr. Robotnik looking guy.
Okay.
So I think yours kind of captured that in the way that his mustache and his build is and everything like that, as did right. Lotus's. And then finally, those were straps. It was not swords.
Gotcha.
So Lotus, she said, pretty much nailed it.
That's awesome.
But she liked both of them a lot. Now moving on to the other one. Let me hide this stuff. Yeah, it's kind of tiny there at the bottom, but if you can see it, oh wait, but I removed Lotus's now again. Let me delete this middle part real fast. Sorry, it's clunky. I just wanted to show off Lotus's as well.
Oh yeah, sorry. I'll move Lotus's to the other side. Oh, perfect. And then I don't know if we can. I can't drag the rest of the drawing over, yeah. But
gosh,
here's what I can do.
Let me move it. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. Thank you. Thank you.
You got it.
Okay, so she said at the bottom she tried to do like half dress, half pants, like a boy and a girl, like a clothing mixed. So Lotus is pretty dead on with like the pants and the apron kind of thing. I thought it was like a neck and a mouth. And she intended for that to be like clothes. She said she was kind of going for maybe like a minion thing in the back with the pants.
Gotcha.
And I think, yeah, like an apron is right. Or like her take of like, half dress, half pants. Yeah. So Lotus got that right. She said the thing in the back, I thought it was a nose. She said it was a fin. And the ones on the tops, the top, she said it was supposed to be clown hair on a brain. So Lotus pretty much beat me at this one too. I got the clown hair part right, but other than that, he pretty much nailed what she was going for. And she said his won that one too.
Wow.
So she gave winner to Lotus Clock on both drawings. You beat us. I know you might not be here to hear this, but you know, still, credit where it's due. Well done. Either way, super fun. Yeah, on both ones. But she loved it. She thought it was awesome. And she wants us to do more.
Cool.
And so we will.
Right now.
Yeah.
All right, so.
If you want to draw along, anybody watching, feel free. Yes. I'll show them to her. And she'll love it. I'll let you know where you rank.
All right, so this is the drawing for tonight. We're both going to do our attempt on this one now.
Yeah. I like this one. I think it's pretty fun.
Yeah.
Really got creative with a lot of it. There's a lot of weird things happening in it.
I have theories on this, and I'm excited because this is definitely up to interpretation.
Yeah. You know, as they should be. And it's funny how she fully like understood. I mean, she's a smart kid, but still, she like fully understood the assignment. Like I was like explaining to her why I didn't want her to like tell me anything about her drawing, and I don't know, I was worried maybe she'd get defensive about like sometimes kids get bummed out if you don't know what they're drawing.
Yeah.
Like they show you it and you're like, wow, that's a good dog, and they're like, it's an elephant. She wasn't like that at all. She loved the idea. She understood the game. Cool. And she specifically like wouldn't tell me anything about the drawings as I asked her to.
That's good.
So I'm excited about that. I think it's a fun game.
I'm gonna make this a lowered opacity so that we can still draw under it.
Probably shrink it down a touch too.
Well, yeah, I guess so. Just a touch.
Just a teens.
There we go.
Cool. I'll move it to the middle too so that you have just as much room.
Really enhancing that separation of the characters.
I know. I was gonna here. Just for now. All right. I'm gonna hide your stuff.
All right, let's get started.
So I'm not influenced by you.
Interesting. I think the part I'm having the hardest time deciphering is the arms.
Yeah, and you know, maybe there's probably some details that weren't thought through, and that's okay. Part of the fun will be us just trying to, you know, make it something out of it.
This is fun though.
Yeah, I thought it would be a good idea for a prompt. I've been wanting to do it for a while, but we usually watch these kids like once a week, so now is the best time I have access to like come up with a way to get a bunch of drawings from kids.
Yeah. Well, it was a good move on your part. This is a lot of fun.
Yes. We'll have to do, this is the niece again, but I have some from my nephew as well. We'll have to do one of his next time.
Excellent.
So he can, you know, do it too.
So he can be included.
Ian, have you watched anything this past week?
Gosh,
because we've still been cruising through Simpsons, I assume.
Still cruising through the Simpsons.
How far along are you?
I think we're on season 14 right now. I just watched the episode where Sideshow Bob, and Homer Simpson team up to catch who's trying to kill Homer Simpson, and it ends up being Frank Grimes Jr.
All right. Are they doing like a Silence of the Lambs thing? Why does Sideshow Bob agree to help him?
It's a Silence of the Lambs type thing.
Okay. That's fun.
Yeah.
I don't fully remember that one, but I do remember details of it.
I'll be honest. I didn't remember any of it, but I did see there is like a part where Homer's like worried that he's gonna get attacked at this parade, and then he hears a gunshot and he's like, "Oh!" And he looks over and it's just 3 dudes in the mob killing a guy, like shooting him to death with guns in the middle of a parade.
Like that's like the phew. Does he sigh like the sigh of relief?
And he goes, "Oh phew!" It's just the mob killing a guy, and
so funny.
I remember that as a kid, because I remember as a kid being like, "What the fuck?"
I don't remember that, but that's really funny.
Yeah. It's a very wild episode.
I think, not to influence you at all, but I also think for these drawings, it doesn't necessarily have to be like deciphering something, because some of these are just, they're just make-believe monsters. So like, I think just trying to draw the same monster in your own style could also just kind of be the goal.
Well, yeah. I mean, like, yeah, when we say deciphering, it's more like there's some of this isn't so like
some things you're like, what were they intending when
other
they drew
parts
it?
aren't so ambiguous though, Some parts are just like, okay, yeah, I know what you're doing there. And,
that's a good point.
That's fine, but like this is our chance to redo it.
Yeah. I want to win this time, so I'm going to try to really get in there.
All right.
Doing that thing where I started sketching, but now like the lines look pretty all right, so I think I'm just going to use it.
You know what? I actually just went right for it on this one. I just went straight to the
yeah.
line.
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna stop sketching it in and just start doing it.
I intended to sketch it in, and then I got involved in saying a sentence, and then I totally forgot to sketch it in.
Sometimes I get sketchy, and then I go back and I'll clean some lines up and stuff like that.
Yeah. Did you watch anything this week?
So okay, yeah, I have a few things that I've been kind of dabbling in. We watched a while back, like over a year ago, the first season of Silo, which is this like kind of post-apocalyptic weird future mystery thing where there's all these people living in the silo and none of them really remember it's like too much time has passed. They don't remember how they got there or who built it or any of that stuff.
Okay.
I don't even know anything about like the outside world. And there's some like little clues to that in the place. And there's this whole conspiracy about like, whether it's actually safe outside or whether it's like poisonous, dangerous outside, like they say it is, and all this stuff. And there's a whole thing. And the first season, I liked it a lot. It was really fun, really intriguing. I like that kind of like concept in a lot of ways, that like, there's like a bigger thing here, but you don't know what it is. It's kind of like Portal or like any of that, like Severance, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And you just get kind of like, it's like a mystery to solve, but it's like not just like a whodunit.
It's fun to have a mystery.
I like a sci-fi mystery. I think that's really fun.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So finished season 1, and then it was one of those shows where they like, I think didn't know if it was going to like hit or not. And it did. And so then they were like, okay, we're going to make more, but you got to wait like 2 years. So I was like, I'm going to read the books. So I did. I read all the books. So I found out what happened and all that. Anyway, season 2 came out and we didn't watch it right away. And I'm finally watching that now, or watched it now. It's pretty good. It's a little slower than the first season. I think it's not as strong as the first season, but as it kind of went on, it gained a lot of traction. I liked it. I liked it enough by the end.
Okay.
Cool. It was at least like enjoyable to watch. But yeah, it takes a little bit longer to get going, I think. And also I know what happens, so maybe that's part of it. I might be.
Yeah,
I might be a little bit. Yeah. I don't regret it. It was fun. It was fun reading it, and I don't read enough stuff, so that was kind of a good time. But yeah, I think it maybe changed my like, I less have that like, I need to know what happens, let's watch it thing. So yeah, but either way, I enjoy it. I'm excited for the next season because some big things happen. that I'm curious to see how they do it in the show. There's like, in the books, there's a bit of a time jump that kind of goes down, and I'm kind of interested to see how that plays out and in the show. So yeah,
cool,
fun show.
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
So recently Gianna, my girlfriend, went to see a movie. And it was a movie based on a book, but also based on a music video. Like the music video kind of popped off and got really popular.
That's interesting.
Yeah,
Concept.
The music video got really popular, and then like it was like adapted into a book, and I think the movie was like made about the music, or like based on the music video or something like that. I don't know.
Interesting.
But, what's interesting is that apparently, she said, in the movie, they changed the ending.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna ask you before
What's my opinion on that?
Yeah, before I say my opinion and her opinion, what how did you feel about that?
I think it's a case by case basis. I've seen things that have done that I wasn't mad about it. I don't think I'm the majority in this by any means, but I arguably kind of liked the Watchmen movie ending better than the comic one. I thought blaming it on Dr. Manhattan like they did in the movie was a little bit more of like felt more in line with what I would think would happen in this universe than, Ozymandias like just teleporting in a big alien
fish monster.
Yeah, that ending felt a little more out of pocket to me than the one that they chose for the film. I thought felt a little more like believable.
Yeah, I do think Dr. Manhattan did make a lot more sense as a target for Ozymandias to blame for his intentions, but I do think in the book the idea was that Ozymandias was trying to ultimately do something good through doing something heinous, and like in the weird twisted way, he wouldn't stoop as low as blaming Dr. Manhattan on for something that he didn't do. And so that's the only reason I think that that in the movie is sort of like doesn't work. But otherwise it is. Gotcha. I mean, like the fucking squid fish monster thingy, that shit is just crazy. I mean, it's wild to look at. Like, whew, somebody went really off when designing that and drawing those pages. I
don't inherently think that original is bad. It's just I liked this a little better.
Yeah, but, I think they could have easily.
So that's a big example of that.
I think they could have easily made it a devastating sort of event that was sort of befallen on Manhattan without necessarily stooping to. I don't want to say stooping because that makes it seem less than, but like I understand it's trying to be shock. Like they could still make it a thing to blame on aliens, but I think they didn't have to have the giant crazy squid monster because that thing truly like just feels from a different book, even though they tried to like sort of foreshadow it by having a person drawing it in one panel in the book.
Yeah,
I don't know,
but yeah, so tough. I don't know, that's an example of them doing it different and me being like, okay, cool. I don't hate it. It depends if it feels, I guess, better or good. I guess I hate it if like they take this thing I love and then they make it worse. That's always kind of sucks.
Yeah. I think as you said, it is definitely a case by case basis. If they do a better job or not, then you can sort of like handle if an adaptation makes a change or something like that. But I do feel like if it's a movie based on a music video, I almost feel like the movie should feel like just a more deluxe version of the music video.
Yeah, that's such a hard one to have an opinion on because I've never heard of that. That's such a specific.
Yeah. I'm going to say I don't think it's the first movie to happen based on a music video. I'm sure if you like think about the 80s or something like that, I'm sure you can find an example.
I'm sure there's a lot of inspiration like in music videos, but I can't think of what those would be.
Yeah, me neither. Not off the top of my head.
Either way, so you think it should stay the same is what you're saying.
I think the movie should be like the movie should be like an enhanced version of the music video. So it should be either the same end, like the ending shouldn't fundamentally change. The ending should like either just be like a better version, like I don't know, a more grand version of the ending, or just like sort of it has to hit the same notes at least.
Can I ask what it was that she saw?
I think it was something called Girls Like Girls or Girls Love Girls or something like that.
Okay. Huh. Interesting.
Yeah. So let me just double check. Let me see.
You don't have to get really, maybe you don't know, but you don't have to get really in deep into it, but do you know like what they changed fundamentally?
I actually don't know anything. No, I don't know anything about like what they changed. Okay. Let me see if I can find the yeah, people wanted a movie because the payoff was so good in the video. It's weird she changed it and it feels unfinished to me. The side story with her and her dad had more powers for me. That was sort of her take on it, yeah. Let me see here. It didn't quite have the same payoff as the music video, and I don't know why she changed the climax of the story, but I'm glad to have supported the film, is what she said.
New question.
Sure.
What music video should get a movie?
What music videos should get a movie? That's a great question. Anything by Power Man 5000.
What's that music video? I don't wonder if you've ever seen it. I can't think of the band. I could find it by like searching for 5 seconds, and maybe I'll do that here. But maybe you know the answer. It's a music video about these two cops that are like secretly in love with each other, and it's kind of comedic, but it's like played like a 80s or 70s action buddy.
I don't know that one, but that sounds hilarious and great.
It's awesome. I'm gonna find it while you tell me about a music video that you'd like to see be a movie.
Gosh. Well, okay. Do you remember that song, "The Days Go By Without You"?
Yeah.
That music video is already a narrative. There's literally like words on the screen talking about a narrative. So that one's already primed and ready to go for a movie. It's because it's about a guy who's like wife or girlfriend or whatever, his love leaves him, and so he like dances on that corner every morning for like all day until he like gains her attention, and then at the end of the music video she's like there. That'd be a great movie.
Yeah.
Let me see here. Oh, Korn's "Freak on a Leash." Are you kidding me?
I need to watch the video again. This would be a good one to do on our other show, because we could like go down the line. Maybe we'll have to do that tomorrow.
Yeah, let's do that tomorrow. Let's talk. Let's put that on the docket somehow. We need like a docket.
Yeah. I think I found it. Let me double check.
Okay. Yeah, Korn's "Freak on a Leash" is like a bunch of children like turn evil and start having mind powers. And then like the end of the video is a cop shoots at like this little girl who's holding a teddy bear doll at like the edge of a cliff or something like that. And she stops the bullet with her mind.
That's cool as hell.
Yeah.
The music video is called "Through the Night" by a band named Grum. But it's a great music video. It's like these two. It's like it feels like a 70s cop show, except that they're like clearly in love with each other, and it's
great.
It's fun. It's a good one.
Have you seen the music video "Don't Stop Dancing with Me" by I don't know the name of the band. It's an Adult Swim production. No. But
we're gonna have to do music video night tomorrow. That's what's gonna happen tonight.
That'd be a lot of fun. We're gonna get no work done.
Well, yeah, that's a good point. Well,
we can do music video hour, because like a music video is only gotta be 3 minutes long anyway.
Yeah, and I'll do my best to keep working too.
Well, we can fuck off for like an hour of DrawBomb After Dark. I mean,
besides, I'm gonna start just because I want to kind of get the animation done maybe by like the end of July.
Yeah.
Or before the end of July. I'm gonna start like locking in and working on it in my free time as well.
That's fair. Yeah. This Wednesday, I want to chat with you, and we can like go through the music process, and I think that'll be
okay.
That'll be good.
Wednesdays I work, but I could do it after I get out.
Or yeah, okay.
Or in the morning. Okay. Or in the morning. I can do it in the morning.
Yeah, I mean, I look. Anytime Wednesday or Thursday.
You can do the mornings. I just forget. I forget that you're free during the day on those days.
Oh, gotcha.
That's why I was like not even thinking about that.
Okay. I mean, look, I don't want to like also make you wake up early. It's okay.
Nope.
Okay.
No, that's not a big deal. I'm happy to do it. Okay. I just straight up forgot about that.
All right. Trying to think of other music videos.
How's your drawing coming along?
I'm almost done. I'm about to color. I've made my decisions.
I'm getting close to coloring. I'm having fun with it.
I'm having fun with it too. Linkin Park.
Other music videos?
Linkin Park had this one music video that was just a bunch of like a like weird winter battlefield scene for some reason. So you could make it, and they were like these floating hologram heads that were like directing the general or some shit like that.
Sounds intense.
Yeah. We've Got to Try by the Chemical Brothers. That one's already a narrative. I would love to see a movie about this whatever the hell's going on in Weapon of Choice by Fatboy Slim.
Yeah, I need more information. What was he injected with that gave him these powers?
Why couldn't Christopher Walken
a godlike figure? Where's everybody else in this hotel?
Yeah.
Is this the apocalypse? Is this like like an Adventure Time type situation? Like this is the future and people with abilities in old abandoned spaces.
Yeah. So that's one I want to see. Let's see here.
Yeah, a lot of these that you're listing, I just don't know the videos, so it's hard for me to
I know
comment, but we'll have to watch some and talk about it more. I'll try to think about some answers that I'll have for that.
Oh, I mean, I want to say Daft Punk's One More Time, but that is a movie. They did make a movie based on Daft Punk's first album. I'm trying to think of other music videos.
It's a shame that that medium is kind of not as much of a thing. You'd think it'd be more so, because right now people are making content.
Yeah, absolutely.
So much.
I want to make a music video for my songs, I've had like 4 music video ideas sitting in my head for so long, and I want to make them because like they're very much like they would be possible to make. I just have to like assemble a crew essentially.
Well, if I lived near you, I'd help you make it.
DrawBomb Studios someday.
Yeah.
Folks,
would it be a live action thing, I'm assuming, based on the way you're talking about it?
Yeah, they were live action things. The one idea would be I would be doing like singing the song or whatever, but the entire time I'd be like riding my bike without using my hands, and I would just be like, it would be a one shot. And like
you can ride your bike with no handlebars.
I can ride my bike with no handlebars, and like I had a route planned, because it was like one part of it was like this huge turn, so I could even like take a big turn while not using my hands, and it would be kind of just like an interesting little, I don't know, it'd be like just a cool trick.
Yeah.
The other idea was I like wake up in a forest, and I've got like a giant plug sticking in my forehead, and I'm like following the cable.
Oh, I like that a lot.
Yeah.
That's a great one.
And then I think at the end of it, I end up finding the cable, and it just like plugs into like an impenetrable thing of some kind, and I have like I don't know what to do, so then I just like pull the plug from my head, and then I fall over, and then the idea is that like in the last like split second of the thing, maybe my eye opens or whatever. I don't know.
Oh,
that part feels a little cliche, so I haven't figured out.
That's setting you up for the sequel.
That's right. And it's like it's I'm just like Jason Statham and Crank.
Maybe you pull the plug out and then the camera zooms out and there's a bunch of other people unplugged laying around in that area.
Interesting. That's a cool idea, but that would require a lot more people.
Sure.
Those are the two main. I'm like blanking on the other ideas. I had like two more, but those are the main ones.
Not two more. That's cool. I like it. I would like to see those.
I would like to make those.
I like making video. I haven't done it much in recent years. I did a little bit during COVID. Again, I used to do it a lot as a kid. And it just, I don't know, it doesn't feel like I have the time, so I don't really do it anymore. I have to like pick my creative pursuits very like intentionally.
Yeah.
But like for my, leisure time, creative pursuits, things for myself.
So limited in time.
But either way, I would love to do more like video.
Yeah,
I enjoy it a lot.
I think you'd be. I think you're great at it when you do.
Thanks. Our original plan was DrawBomb Studios.
That's right.
Until you had to go fall in love and ruin it.
Hey, I mean that could still be a thing. I mean, living situations.
It's not all on you either. I'm just.
I know.
I'm just kidding.
DrawBomb Studios can still happen. We just need people to give a shit about DrawBomb.
That's true. That's a crucial element of the whole thing.
I'm working on it. I'm working on it, you guys.
We're trying.
If we could get an editing team together, God, we'd be cruising. I know we're all busy though. Like I barely have time to edit, so I can't like.
I think we do a lot considering everything.
Yeah.
And I'm proud of the stuff we do, and it gives me a lot of life. It's like fun. It makes me feel like I'm being creative.
I mean, looking through our, like, every time we watch our opening intro for the show that I made not so long ago, like, every time I look at it, I'm just like, gosh, look at all the cool shit we made. Right.
And I would like to share that more with people. That's the only downside, but it's awesome. I need to be making stuff. If I'm not, I get a little depressed. And this is just a great way to do it. Okay, I need to color. My line art is done.
Yet?
No, but don't worry, I'll be quick.
Wow.
I was just perfecting some things.
I can't wait to see it.
All right, so coloring, we're going to have to make our own choices here because they didn't color them.
Yeah.
Only one drawing of all the ones that I have is colored. I gave them the tools to color this time, but there is one that's colored. But it's not that vague as to what the drawing is. Okay. So it's not going to be my first choice, but we'll do it eventually.
Okay.
I will say we're not to it yet, but there was one that our nephew drew, and he didn't give me any info about the drawing, except he did run up and set it down on my desk and then point at one spot in the drawing and go, "That's his wiener," and then ran away. And it very clearly is a wiener. So that's fun. I don't think we can draw that part. We'll have to censor it out when we get to it. But it's funny. It's really funny. It's a better wiener drawing than I'd expect from a 5-year-old.
Oh no. I don't like that.
I mean, it's
drawing
it's
of
two lines
from a 5-year-old. Somehow this feels inappropriate.
I mean, he's a boy, so it's not like something he's unfamiliar with.
This is
and
true.
It's only 2 lines, but it's like, I feel like it has perspective to it. And I'm like, wow, wouldn't have guessed that from a 5-year-old's drawing. It's pretty funny. It made me laugh a lot. He also laughed a lot. He was cackling as he ran away.
I'm sure. That's why we draw it, is because it's funny. It's like
yeah. Everybody, we're all the same in that regard. That hasn't changed.
Crazy looking new.
Doesn't matter how much you age. I'll still be laughing at a drawing of a penis when I'm like 90.
That's a penis.
If I haven't died in the Great Lake Wars yet.
That's right. We're gonna get that water, man. You just wait. We're gonna get your water. Let me see. I had some topics. Sorry, I might have run out of topics. I didn't have a lot to write down this week.
Yeah, we went over a few of my things. I have some other stuff I can talk about too.
Sure, go for it, please.
I started reading a book.
Oh!
I don't read very often, but I'm reading a book. I had a coworker mention this book, and it's funny because it's actually kind of in the news somewhat recently. I just read something about it after I started reading. It's funny how that stuff kind of happens.
Yeah.
But a coworker told me about this book, and then one of my wife's friends mentioned it again to me, and so I was like, all right, I'll dig in. And you may have heard of it. It's called Dungeon Crawler Carl. Are you familiar with that at all?
Yes, my one friend Mark has been recommending these books to me like a lot.
Yes. So it's very much, I don't think you've watched the show, and I think this predates the show. So it's doing it first, but it's very kind of like solo leveling, where it's like, a real world character kind of gets like inundated with like video game rules,
Yeah.
There's like a thing that happens to Earth, and this guy is suddenly fish out of water put into basically like a video game dungeon system, and he's just like kind of dealing with that, and then you're following him kind of like learning how the game works, and running just going through it.
Yeah.
And there's like levels, so there's a lot of progression to it, and there's like rules, like he has like his video game inventory and his mini map, and like all these, like it's like a video game system that he's like been put into against his will, and now it has like all the rules and stuff of a video game.
Has he played video games before? So like he's sort of familiar with all this stuff?
Yeah. He's not like adept, like he's played a lot of games, so he's like really good, but he understands like, the language, so to speak.
Okay.
And it's kind of like a tabletop game mixed with like a video game, and he's put in it, and he's just like a normal kind of doofy guy. He's kind of like an Ash Williams type character, he's like,
okay,
kind of like dumb, but not like too dumb. He's just kind of like this. He's not particularly like good at anything, and he's thrust into this like event,
right,
where he's forced to like fight for survival. I like it a lot. It feels a little like silly sometimes. I mean, it is silly. It's definitely like a comedy, and it's tonally gets a little like goofy sometimes, but also I'm still like moving through the kind of like literal tutorial phase of the books. I think there's like 8 books, and there's gonna be 10. So I'm sure my coworker was like, it gets better and better as you go in. She's in like book 5, and she said like 4 was like awesome, stuff like that. So yeah, I like it. It's cool.
Mark has,
if you ever want to do like any kind of like book club thing,
that'd be sick.
We could.
I would love to start reading again. I really need to get back into it. I feel like it's a good way to soothe my brain and help me meditate in a way.
Well, if you're interested in doing that, I'd be down. But that's the one I'm currently on, and I'll probably will be for a while, unless I feel like it gets bad. I'm just gonna keep going.
Cool. Yeah, let's do it. I'll figure out a way to get a hold of the books. I mean, Mark's been offering me the audio books, but I like to read the words if I can.
Yeah.
I
do a little bit of both with certain things, just because I have a long commute, so sometimes I can,
Yeah, and I'm not going to shit on
take
anybody
advantage of both mediums.
Doing an audiobook. Like, I think it's perfectly valid. I do think that maybe there are some extra benefits for reading the book in terms of just your ability to retain information, because like...
Sure.
But that's it. I think otherwise you're still getting a story. You're still comprehending it with your mind. I think you still get that same effect. I mean, fucking kids were read stories to bed. Like, it's the same concept. Like, are you going to naysay a fucking kid getting read to bed? Like, I don't think so. So... Not to say that people who listen to audiobooks are children either, but you know what I mean.
No, I don't take it that way. Leviathan Den says, do you feel alive for the first time and you think you can fly? I think that's reference to one of the songs we were talking about in their music videos, probably.
If I had to guess, it might be
Freak on a
Leash. Not sure.
But yeah, when I think when you read a book, it does some like good mental exercises for your brain, like brain health wise. I think that's one of the benefits. But I do like audiobooks a lot, and I think when I do listen to the audiobook instead of read it, sometimes I'll put it on in bed and just like close my eyes, and it's pretty cool because like a lot of times with audiobooks the characters are like playing out the voices and stuff, and
right.
It's cool because like with my eyes closed and after a few minutes suddenly I'm like seeing it, you know. It happens when you read too, but it more so when I can like, you know, it's almost like I feel like I'm watching a show, and then there's a few moments where like I'll snap out of it and be like, oh, I didn't actually see all that stuff, but I did. Like in my mind, I'm like straight up like watching a production.
Interesting.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But either way, I like it. It's fun. Oh, what were you gonna say?
Oh, that's definitely like when you get into the flow state of reading, and it does take some like time of reading or, you know, and listening to an audiobook to really get into that. But you know, I think it's easier to get into if you've done it before, and you know, are sort of like picking it back up again too. But yeah, I mean, that's
always
like
my experience with reading. I very much like just straight up see visuals while I'm like doing it.
I do too, and I think that's like the power of reading, is it's a way to train that muscle, I think. And that's why there's a lot of value, and there's also a lot of value, I think, in enjoying the prose and like the word choice and things of that nature too. But yeah. Excuse moi.
Here's where it's been in the news. It's being developed into a TV show now. I just read it like this week after I started reading it.
I don't gotta read the book now. I can just watch the show. I'm kidding.
You want to hear who's in charge of it?
Seth Rogen.
You got the first name right.
Seth MacFarlane.
Yep.
How do you feel about that?
I don't know. I think it's gonna be live action. I don't know about his sensibilities. It does kind of, in some ways, could work for this. I just hope that he tries to make the source material first and a Seth MacFarlane thing second.
I totally exactly understand what you're saying in that.
I don't know. We'll see. It wasn't my most excited name that I could have heard for someone making this, but he could definitely do it. When I look at like what the book is, as long as he's not just doing like his cutaway gag shtick that I mean, like even Ted plays like a Family Guy episode. As long as he's like kind of making it its own thing and like focusing on it, I think he could do it, because it is kind of like dopey comedy at a lot of times in the book.
And he does have experience working with material where it's sort of like a meta take on the subject matter. I mean, he is doing that show, The Orville, and I have to assume that like that's... I have not seen any of that show at all. And you could tell me that's been canceled, and I'd be like, oh, wow, okay.
Yeah, I didn't know that it was still going, but I actually don't. I haven't seen an episode either.
Yeah. I've heard good things about it. I've also heard no things about it in a lot of ways. So I don't know.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know either.
But perhaps, like, you know, at least he can use that sort of like experience of being a meta parody of something to sort of make an all right TV show. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, he clearly has a great love for pop culture.
Yeah.
So maybe he can. I don't know. I think he could do it. I'm not writing it off. I get nervous.
He could
when
do
I see
it, but
his
I
name
want him to have
attached
a
to
creative
things.
partner.
Sure, that'd be great if somebody had equal say in it to him. I would like that a lot.
Just because he needs to be toned down. I think he has a lot of good ideas, but I think he also needs to get his ass out of the... Like, every time I'm watching a Seth MacFarlane thing, I'm like, all right, Seth, you know?
He kind of likes himself a little bit.
He likes himself a lot.
He So Seth MacFarlane has written a lot of funny things. There's a lot of things he's done that I think are very funny, but no one thinks he's funnier than himself, and that's the problem.
You're so fucking right.
You know, it's a good sensibility to like make yourself laugh first, but still, there's just something like, you know, Brian kind of feels like him sometimes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like,
yeah,
it feels like that's him writing himself. He's kind of like has this weird like, fuck yeah, I'm so fucking funny. Like that's the energy that he gives off.
Absolutely. Like, every joke of his,
it's off-putting.
Every joke of his feels like if you were watching it in a theater, he'd be in the center of the theater, like laughing and looking around.
Yeah, he'd be laughing the loudest, and he'd be like, "What? You guys don't like jokes? What's your problem?"
I don't think he'd confront people. I think he'd kind of give like a
no.
All right. But I think he would.
Probably not.
I think he'd be laughing and looking around a lot in the theater.
Yeah, and so I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. Either way, you know,
that's my extremely parasocial take on Seth MacFarlane.
As I've gotten older, my opinions of remakes have changed a little. I used to get really upset about them. Now I'm just kind of like, well, no one's taking the original from me, so who cares? And I think that's the healthy thing in this environment of remakes.
Yeah.
It used to kind of mar the legacy to me a little bit more. And I don't let that happen to me anymore as much. So I guess I don't really care. If it's good, great. If it's not, I can just go back to pretending like it didn't happen.
Yeah.
And read the books.
Yeah. At this point, for me, it's like how they've made like 500 versions of Frankenstein. It's like, okay, yeah, everything's an interpretation. Like no one thing is directly tied to the other thing unless it's like a sequel. And even then I can discount a sequel in my mind and like stop the story where it stopped.
Yeah. It just used to bug me more. And I've kind of gotten to a healthier place with just like, all right, whatever. Like it's going to keep happening. You know, everything we love especially by the time we're old is going to be remade, like everything. So just don't let it stress you out. Stop worrying about it.
Exactly.
Stress isn't the right word because I'm not stressed by like pop culture stuff, but you know, you love something and it kind of like, you almost feel like a protective feeling over it. If it's like influenced you a lot.
When you like a pop culture thing, it feels like it's part of your identity because in a way it does shape your worldview.
That's exactly it. You're right. So I get protective because I'm like, if this thing sucks, then I suck.
Yeah.
I talk about it all the fucking time.
If my tastes suck, then I suck.
Yeah. Yeah. The different, you know, that's something for me and my therapist to discuss.
Yeah.
How's your drawing coming along?
I'm all done. I've just been adding a background now just for funsies.
Okay. I'm not all done. I'll, you know, get a move on, but not quite done yet.
This feels so opposite of what normally happens.
I know.
Man,
yeah, I like the book so far. Check it out.
Yeah.
You know, if you're
I want to read
interested,
books again.
If it's not your thing, you don't have to read 10 books of it. But if you do like it, it'll be fun thing to discuss.
How many pages per book would you say?
You know, that's a great question that I don't know the answer to. I could give you that info at the break or something, but
all right. I'll just Google it. I can just Google. Like,
yeah. I don't read as much as I would like to. I used to read a lot more, and now I don't really read much. So
460 to 480 pages.
Okay, there you go.
Ooh, graphic novel edition.
Oh, I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah. I want every book to have a graphic novel.
It's written like a thing that would work, you know, very visually. So
I imagine, yeah. Yeah, I want every book to have a graphic novel. You want kids to read again?
The audiobook version of it is... Yeah, I love a graphic novel. Let's go back to like the 90s when like every time you made a movie, like it got a Super Nintendo game too. But do that with graphic novels instead.
That'd be incredible.
It's interesting. It must have been like threading the needle of like video games being cheap enough that you could do that.
Yeah.
Where it was just like, I don't know, make a quick Super Nintendo game of whatever fucking movie.
Because you could make a game in like 3 months.
There's so many like shovelware kind of design games just because they were like, I don't know, let's make a movie about Lawnmower Man. Except that one actually is one that I haven't played, but Morgan talks about it often. She's like, played the fuck out of Lawnmower Man.
That's so fucking funny. I think there's a Sean Baby article from back in the day of Electronic Gamer Monthly magazine where he rates his like least favorite games of all time, and among them is the Lawnmower Man video game.
she does not agree with that.
Let me find this article. I bet I can find it.
Yeah, go for it. I should play it. Yeah, sorry I'm taking so long, but it's not because I'm yapping. I actually feel like I'm just putting the effort into this drawing.
Worst video games. Sean Baby.
Are you okay if we go a little bit over?
Yeah, I'm totally fine with that.
Okay, cool. Are you hanging out with Gianna tonight?
I am.
Okay, cool. So that works. I mean, that's usually not for a little bit, so
yeah,
I won't hold you up that long, obviously.
I am not finding Lawnmower Man. Maybe I'm remembering this wrong. Lawnmower Man video game. Yeah, I mean, I remember seeing this screenshot right here.
Like arms.
It's the side view of this guy shooting like along these like towns, and he gets like I had to have read. I swear to God, Sean Baby talked about this. Sean Baby. No, wait. No, that's just him. Man, he wrote some crazy articles. Back to Sean Baby. Lawn mower. I'm just gonna search that. I'm having no luck. That's a shame. That's a shame.
That's a shame.
That's a shame. Okay. I've seen that.
We'll be done soon.
All right. Oh wait.
I haven't played the game. I should actually just like emulate it for her to play. I'm sure she'd enjoy. Like, just kidding. I don't emulate anything. That'd be legal.
Yeah,
I should buy it legally, and then we should play Lawnmower Man.
That would be great. I still want to do that thing where we're in the VR room and you're playing Banjo-Kazooie. That's gotta happen.
Yeah, we could do it. I mean, we could do it before you have VR.
We could do it,
but that would make it
VR.
more fun if we do it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I could rig it up so you can see my screen and you're on like a monitor. Your face could be on a monitor in the corner, like talking to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, which I think would be a cool way to do it. I do think some of it could like bog down my computer a little bit. It might need to be like a
yeah.
We could try it, but it might need to be like a next computer thing.
Potentially, yeah. Once computers stop being.
If I ever get to own another one.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. This is where he ranked the Where's Waldo game.
Did he like it?
No, this is his worst games of all time.
No, it's a bad game.
I played that one as a kid. That was a game I played as a kid. I was very good at the Where's Waldo game.
Yeah, you play it once and then you know where he is.
Yeah. Well, he
moves.
Him.
I know, but
I also know the theme song. I can hear it in my head.
Can you sing it to me? Something about simple 8-bit or 16-bit songs that just have staying power.
Yeah.
They're just, I think the simplicity makes them just forever memorable, like a jingle.
Makes them stick in your brain.
Yeah.
What was the worst, like, sort of culturally sort of rated game or movie would you say that you really like?
That I like.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's a really good question. Oh man, what is it? Yeah.
Like my brother and I, we both really love the movie Going Overboard.
Okay. Okay, so movies are included too.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of those things are probably like nostalgic things for me.
Sure, yeah, that can be the case.
I know there's certain things I think of this one immediately because I was just talking about it with somebody recently. But as a kid, I was like, Ninja Turtles Secret of the Ooze is the best one. And it's now regarded as pretty, it's like it feels like shitty. It feels like like there's like a dance number with Vanilla Ice at the end. They don't use their weapons. It's like very like kid eyes. Like feels like it's more like down to sell toys than actually like writing a story.
Right.
One's the best one as an adult, but
got a special place in your heart for number 2.
Yeah, as a kid, it was the best one. It was awesome. I liked the Vanilla Ice dance number. Even though, you know, he sucked to them, but he sucks now even more.
Yeah, it sure does. Jeez.
I'm trying to think of some examples that I like hold up that I'll like defend these things, even though I know they're not good. I'm having trouble drawing and thinking of some at the moment.
It's hard to do. It's not easy, folks. This show is not easy to make. Let me tell you right now. It takes.
The secret is I just let Ian talk and then I draw.
Really helps out. Because then I end up drawing nothing.
And then Ian asks me to talk and I'm just like, no.
We both bring our strengths to the show. Mine's be yapping.
It's a needed thing.
I'm trying to think of something I love that's cool. I mean, I love the movie Space Jam, even though I know it's terrible.
Yeah, that's a great example. But I think most people agree that like an entire generation is blinded by nostalgia with that one. Like it's
Absolutely.
Just like
true.
It's our favorite worst movie.
It's enough so that they made a sequel because it's so.
Yeah.
You know.
And like, you know, I knew that it wasn't particularly good, like as an adult, like even before they made a sequel. Yeah. I just, you know, watched it 300 times.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the Austin Powers sequels, they don't really hold up to me, but as a kid, I thought they were awesome.
Yeah, the Austin Powers sequels as a kid I saw no problem with, but now as an adult, I think one is so superior in every way to any of the other sequels. It's like, it's really hard for me to watch the sequels.
Anything complimentary you have to say about the sequels is just you're complimenting the first one. Because
exactly.
The second one, all the other ones are just like, let's do the same thing again. They're making a new one. They just announced it.
Are you fucking shitting me? Of course they are.
No, they did so it starts even more bummer. They did a Verizon commercial with the whole cast that you can watch, and in that announcement, they're like, "By the way, we're making another movie." But whatever, I don't care. Going back to what I said earlier,
it is what it is.
Like, I'm not offended. Who cares? Whatever, you know. Maybe we'll get lucky and it's good. Otherwise, I'll just go to not caring. Like, you know, like that's like the way I look at it. Like, maybe you get a movie out of it. Otherwise, who cares? So you can just ignore it. And it's a thing that doesn't have to exist in my brain.
Absolutely.
I think I'm about done. I have one more thing to do, and then I'm gonna call it.
Cool.
You did a. I didn't look closely, but I just kind of glimpsed over, and you're doing a whole background and stuff. Like
time.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Like it took so long that you had time to do a background.
Okay, it's not. I'm not like bummed out or anything about it.
He's devastated, folks.
Folks, I'm sad.
Right. I'm calling it. I'm done.
I was wondering why something weird was happening. Okay, I understand what happened now. We're good.
This is a fun one. Oh, I'm gonna add the little heart that she put in there.
Oh, good idea.
Okay. I'm good.
I'm just about done with that heart. I'm ready to go whenever you are.
All right, let's share it.
3, 2, 1, let's jam.
That's awesome.
I love it. Wow. It's Amos and it's Manny and Fish.
Kind of feels that way. Whoa, I like. Okay, so let's break down the elements here. I really like your weird fleshy muscle foot on the right. That's an awesome touch.
Thank you.
We did the same. We made the same choices with the arms.
That's true.
One person has a towel arm and one person has a wing.
I was thinking of mine like a tapestry of sorts, but yeah, basically like some sort of cloth, like a wavy cloth.
Or cloth.
Fabric, exactly. And a wing, which is very interesting.
Yeah.
It was originally
I did a tinfoil hat and you did a bandana. I think you're right about that part being like the tied bandana and not hair, but I even thought that while I was drawing mine, but I still stuck to my design.
Gotcha. What was I gonna say? Oh, I originally was gonna draw the wing arm as like a T-Rex arm.
That's cool. I thought about doing it as some kind of like lightning or like electric thing. But I went with the wing. But it feels like we both went that route.
I guess we did, yeah. Okay, so it's interesting that I went full like Mario vine and you went like stick with leaves coming out of it. That's interesting.
Yours looks more like the source material. I just tried to like swap it up, like interpret it a little bit differently. But yeah, I like these drawings. This is fun.
This is cool. I also like, okay, so like your other foot is like a lizard foot or like a kelp or what's going on with that?
Yeah, in my brain it was kind of like seaweed or kelp or something.
Okay. This was fun though.
I love your muscle foot. Like it feels like when they show you the like human body with the skin stripped off.
That's exactly what I pictured in my head.
That's what it feels like to me. I really like it.
Cool. Yeah, I like yours a lot. I like your characters. I like how you I went more like geometric with my hair, but I like how you made yours. Yours is kind of like a pleasing version of when you put something into AI and then they make it creepy and real, you know?
Oh no. I'm so adverse to that like even though you said it in a nice way, it feels insulting still.
I know, I feel bad saying it, but it is sort of that sort of like upscale you did, you know? You did the creepy SpongeBob. Right. You know, I'm gonna compare to SpongeBob more. It's the creepy SpongeBob upscale, you know?
Yeah. I like that better. That's now that feels complimentary.
It's a SpongeBob gross out shot.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I like your version of the head better. Like where it's just like a Bart Simpson hair versus like actual hair.
Although she did draw like, you know, sort of a construction of waving it. Like she, I think, intended for there to be more detail like you did with your hair. So
if you have any things you want me to ask, let me know. But when I ask her about it, I'm going to ask her about the limbs and different parts and ask her like what she thinks they're made of, stuff like that. before I show her the real one, because I'm curious.
I want to ask if she wanted us to include the heart. Like if she expected us to include the heart in some way.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll ask her.
Since it's kind of like a separate element, but it could be part of the same drawing.
I think she did it on a couple drawings, so it might just be her being a little girl and just being like, and now a cute heart too.
That's cute. That's just adorable.
But I love these. They're awesome.
Yeah, this is a lot of fun.
What layer is the original drawing on? So I might hide that from this. There we go. Just for the sake of saving it. Cool.
This was a lot of fun.
Yeah,
I like that our drawings are so different.
Long, but I'm really happy with the result.
Yeah, me too.
On that note, we should probably wrap this sucker up. What do you think?
Little ding dong, Brandon. You got anything you want to plug?
Check out That's a Shame. We're about to air the finale pretty soon. In like I don't know, soon.
Yeah.
And the finale of season 3, and then we'll take a little break. But I really enjoyed. I feel like we just are kind of like hitting our stride more and more the more we do it. So it's a fun listen.
Yeah, absolutely.
Check that out.
I think we're really nailing it. I think we're really starting to figure out like what the vibe is. Yeah. And I'm having a lot of fun.
That's the best part. I'm selfish about it. I'm a real Seth MacFarlane about it. I'm the biggest fan of the show.
Yeah, me too. I listen to every episode religiously.
Check that out. Also, if you do use any social medias, find DrawBomb on any of them. We're on all of them pretty much. All the good ones, and they're all bad. We're on all the popular ones. Follow us there and engage with us, because that's the one part of it that is
help
fun.
Us with the algorithm.
But other than that, no. Ian, do you have anything to plug?
I think you nailed it. Make sure you check out DrawBomb on YouTube. DrawBomb plays, DrawBomb live. We have some content on there for you to while away your hours with if you want something on your second screen. And catch us next week, 8 p.m. on Mondays, and catch us tomorrow and every other Tuesday at 10. And make sure you catch Brandon at 5:30 while he plays Elden Ring with Calvin.
That's been so
for the
fun.
first time. Calvin's playing for the first time. Brandon's
awesome.
Sort of dragging him along. It's a lot of fun. I'm having so much fun watching him.
I've been having a great time playing it. I'm like, I kind of just want to play Elden Ring now. Like, aside from the stream, I'm like, this game is so fucking good.
It's so good.
It's awesome. But yeah, thanks everybody for watching. Thanks Leviathan Den. Thanks Lotus Clock. Thanks anybody else who was hanging out in the chat.
Business Father.
Business Father. We love you guys. We'll catch you all next time. So long. Farewell.
Bye. Oh my God, they're screaming. They're screaming. They're dying. Oh my God.
The studio's on fire. The studio's on fire. Put it out.